Okay. Okay. The dashboard you presented to us that gives us an analytical analysis of what the different probably sales managers or wherever is doing on product leg. I want to believe that that's the same report we get from consumer asset team that gives us a breakdown of what the different the different zones have done, and also a breakdown of what the account officers have done vis-a-vis our budget and vis-a-vis where we had trending, and also vis-a-vis the percentage achievement. But what I also want to confirm is what you said. You said the BI is transformation of raw data. Now, so what it means is that somebody will definitely generate the raw data and send to us, and we'll have to work on those raw data. That's number one. Then this dashboard you are showing to us, I want to confirm, is it that those things are there? It's not for me to probably say this is what I want, then it populates itself, or how does it work? You know, like the usual Excel now. There are things that are already in the Excel. You don't need to create it. It's there. It's just like you are looking for a graph. It's there already. You don't need to start drawing graph. So I want to confirm, are those items or parameters embedded already? All I just need to do is probably name them and call it based on what I want to. So I just want to reconfirm that position. Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you. So on this visualization part, if you can see my screen, you have all the graphs that you can use right here. These are all the graphs. And one thing with Power BI is that anything you are doing, you are just doing it one time. So when you connect to a data source, you are connecting to a data source one time. All you just need to do is to be updating that data source and come to Power BI, click on refresh, if you are using the desktop version. But once in a perfect environment, how Power BI works is that like you will connect to a database. So connecting to that database means you don't need to spool data. Nobody needs to spool data for you. You connect to that database directly. So on Power BI now, you now use Power Query to clean that data to conform with how you want it to look like. Because most times, how data gets into databases, we call them flat files. So they are not easily, readily available to be used like that for analysis. So you have to clean it up. And Power BI, Power Query is so easy to use that you just need to click some buttons to clean up data. And when you are cleaning those buttons, so it generates codes on their own back end. That anytime the data updates, that code runs on its own. You don't need to interfere again. So unlike Excel, that when you do a graph today, when you have a new number, you have to copy and paste somewhere, and you extend the graph line. Power BI automatically do that for you. All you just need to do is update the raw data. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. So the next step we are to take now is I'll show you how to download and install Power BI. So, and if you cannot download and install on your own, so you can just get an IT rep to do it. But it's very important but it's very easy to install. So let me quickly show you the first step.
So when you install, sorry.
Okay.
Where will you get the data from? The database that you're talking about.
Okay. We in this context, we already have a data that we are going to use for. Let me open and show you that data. Okay. So this is the data we are going to use. We have the balance sheet data, credit transactions data, debit transactions data, customer acquisition, customer database, loans data, mobile onboarding data. So these are all the data we are going to work with. Like, as I said earlier, so when you go to get data, you have multiple things that you can connect to. For this course, we will be connecting to Excel sheet, Excel workbook. I'll also show you how to connect. And another interesting thing about this thing is that you can even connect to data in a PDF file. And you can extract that data out of the PDF file using Power BI. I'm going to also show you how we can also do that. But likely we'll be getting data from Excel. Okay. So downloading and installing Power BI. That is the next thing we are going to do. So all you just need to do is to come to the start menu. So type in Power BI. Oh, sorry, not Power BI. So type in Microsoft Store. So this Microsoft Store. So click on Microsoft Store. Then on Microsoft Store, we come to search and type in Power BI. So you see Power BI desktop app. Click on it. So that will bring out the Power BI app. But since I have it installed on my system, so it just shows that I should launch. So if you don't have it installed on your system, it will tell you here will be installed. What you see here is installed. And if you see install there, all you just have to do is to just click and it will install on its own. Just very simple. So, just have to click on install, then it just installs for you. I always advise that we should use the app because when there is new updates, it just updates on its own. So those monthly updates, whenever it comes, it just updates on its own. So you don't need to do anything extra. Another way you can download Power BI is from the web. So you can go to the web and just type in Power BI. But for that one, whenever there's an update, you will have to download and install again. So let me say Power BI download. So that will bring, just click. But most times when you will come to the web, it redirects you to the app. So this is another method. By typing out, I will also send this link to us. There's another way just to have the two ways of downloading Power BI. This is another way. We just come here. You can check the system requirements. So Windows 10. So far you have Windows 10, you'll be able to install Power BI. So this is in English, then you click on download. So once you click on download, it brings you to this page. So you just select the 64-bit setup. Then you click next then it starts downloading. You can see it here. So let me just cancel this since I don't want to download it. So like, as I said, the disadvantage with this one is that every month or every time you want a new update, you have to download and install again. But from the App Store, it updates on its own. And from this App Store, you don't need an IT person or to help you. You can do it on your own. I don't know if you are with your laptop, or so you can just share your screen and download and install it.
Okay, I should try and download using the Microsoft
Store. Yeah.
One second. I'm using my laptop actually.
Okay. Should I bring my screen down so that you can share?
Yes,
Let me go. Yeah, I've brought down my screen. Okay. Yeah. Microsoft Store. Yes. Yeah, or you can just click on open. Then on your search, type in Power BI, yes.
Desktop?
Yes, desktop. Get, yes. Oh, okay. It's telling you to sign in. No, just do no thanks. It will still download. Yeah, it should still download. So let's see. Yeah, it's downloading now. Yeah. Okay, this will take some time. So that because it's up to, I think it's up to 200 MB. So it will take some time to download. He said his laptop is not with him.
I'm using my phone. So when I get to the office tomorrow morning, that will be the first thing I will do.
He said you'll be having this
Tuesday and Thursday, yes, he said to me.
and then on Sunday.
On Sunday. Okay. What time on Sunday, man?
Teacher that
If the same time is comfortable, then
Okay, it's fine by me. I don't know if it's fine by Madam.
okay. I think while this is downloading, we should just look at something else.
do I bring mine down?
Yeah, I can just no need. I can just share. Why? It's just take it down. Okay. Okay. Is my screen visible now?
Yes, it is.
So let me just quickly go back and check the curriculum so that we just follow. So now we've done how to install and download Power BI Desktop. So the next thing is preparing data sets for a BI project. So we are just quickly going to that slide.
Sorry, Augusto, I can't see anything. No, it's blank here.
Oh, okay. Let me just wait a bit. Maybe because I'm changing pages. Can you see anything now?
It's still blank here. It's still blank.
So let me reshare.
Fine, I can see.
Okay, good. Now can you see the screen? So here, this is the 7 basic rules. Like it's the golden rules for data preparation for any analysis or for any BI project. So all these rules, we are going to follow them. So in preparing our data for analysis. So the first thing is that each column must have a descriptive heading typed out in the first row. So as I'm reading this, I'm also going to open an Excel file so that I will show you what I'm talking about. So let me just get one Excel file. Okay, let me check this customer acquisition. So the first one, this is what it means. One row of headings. So these headings here, so this in my column 1, in my row 1, sorry, it has to be one row of headings. It cannot be something like this. So let me, something like this is 2 rows of heading. So it's not acceptable. So if there is anything like this on any data that we have, we are going to take it off and maintain just one row of headings. So that is it. So the second one, no empty rows. This is an empty row. After this, you have something here. And this is an empty row. So it should not happen. So if there is anything like this, we have to take it off. The third one is no empty columns. Empty column is something like this. Let me insert something here. This is an empty column. So after these 3 columns, there is one empty one before. So it's not allowed. So if there is anything like this, we have to take it off, because if you won't see Excel, if you use pivot table, if you do a pivot table, it will cut off your data up to this point. So every other thing here will be lost. So of all this data, if you should do a pivot table, this is just what it will pick because of this empty column and this empty row. So if there is anything like this, we'll have to take it off. Off. Up. That is the third rule. So the fourth rule, no obstruction around your data. Let me give you an example of an obstruction. Like here, for example. So you have, okay, let me go. You have this huge merge and center here, something like this. This is a very big obstruction. So it cuts off every data here, cuts it off. All dates must be in a single column. Like we have our customer create dates here. Everything has to be here. Some customer create date cannot be here, and we will have another column called customer create date again, and we'll have like some dates in here as customer create date also. So this should not happen. So one column should not be coming up 2 times and dates will be distributed in different places. No. All dates has to be on the same column. Every unique data must have its own column. This is what this means. This date is a date column. So everything here must be dates. This customer restriction is a text column, yes or no. So everything here has to be text. So it's not possible to have this text here and you have these dates here. It's not acceptable. Something like this again. So this customer ID is number. You can't have this trader in here. This occupation by trader in here. It's not acceptable. While the 7, no totals or subtotals anywhere in your table. What this is saying is that, for example, I insert a column here. I call this total or something. That I just count, just do equal to count. All this. So it's not acceptable anywhere around your data. Totals, subtotals, anything. It's not. These are the 7 basic rules that we are going to follow when cleaning up our data. So when cleaning up our data, we will recall back to these 7 basic rules. I don't know if you have any questions. Okay. Okay. I think this will be a good place for us to stop today. So on Thursday, we are going to start with, we'll create a, okay, I think since we already have a Microsoft account, so I'll just show you how to log on into Power BI service. and also publish reports, a report already generated. So these are those, or should we just cover this? Should we just cover these 3 so that we'll know that on Thursday we'll start with Power BI desktop proper?
This is going to be a lot because I would like us to take it in very well.
Yeah.
It's going to be too much. Maybe we just leave it in Thursday.
Okay. Okay.
And go and get the ones that you have to.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Maybe he's talking, he's muted.
Hello?
Yes.
Sorry, I needed to go out. I wanted to open the gate for my wife. She's driving in.
Okay.
Apologies. Okay. But I had Zona ahead. I had her. So. Hello, ma. Okay.
Okay. I'll just share the YouTube or Google Drive. Yeah.
Is it Google?